Hey guys, QueasyMan here, and I'm going to do a review on my Dm4. And I'm doing this just because, you know, boredom strikes, free time, why not? So, before we go anywhere in this video, I'm going to make sure this is a detailed video. So, starting off, this is not stock. I'll tell you what's not stock. The Predator board inside of here, so I can't really review the stock board. I don't have one. The stock trigger I have, but this is a I don't even know what kind of trigger it is, but it's a little nicer. And I don't believe Dm4s even came with ASAs. I've never seen a stock Dm4 ASA. So, alright. Let's start off with the, you know, come with the DI-UL barrel if you got one. A lot of times they're parted out nowadays, so you're not going to find it. Hyper 2 regulator, great. Alright, I really gotta start thinking here. I'm gonna take out the fuse bolt inside this gun to show you a little bit of it. The fuse bolt is the main piece of this gun, obviously. And it likes lube. It likes to eat up lube, and at least mine does. I don't know what it is. Maybe because all these Buno O-rings are... I have no idea. I don't feel like taking my whole bolt apart, but not taking it out, I gotta lube back up. So there are a few pieces to this. There's this piece right here. There's this whole piece. Your bolt stem, obviously. Take this apart. You got this piece right here. And then you got this piece which comes off right here. Comes off the front, but I don't feel like taking it off because then I gotta take this O-ring off. So basically that's a bolt. If you ever have a problem with an O-ring or with the Dm4, make sure you always check your bolt sail, which is this middle O-ring right here. Lube that one up a lot. And then also you have a few O-rings inside of this piece, and I think you have one in here. Make sure you always check those, lube them up, replace them, put them in cold water, you know, do whatever you gotta do. And I say cold water just because that works for me. And for some reason, I don't know, it's magical. That's the fuse bolt. It's still used. I think it might be still used in the same concept of using, you know, DMs even today, so that would be the fuse bolt. Likes a lot of lube. It's not too good in the winter, that's for sure. Lube freezes up. It's just a nightmare in the winter. So, if you ever want to play in the winter, like play a lot in the winter, don't get a DM as your gun. Make sure I'd recommend, you know, an Eco. So, the ergonomics of this gun they're kind of off, to be honest. The trigger, I don't know what it is, but the geometry of the trigger does not feel right with any trigger. I'm getting a critical raise for Christmas, maybe that'll help. And I'm saying that just because I have 3 triggers here. I have New Design's Raptor trigger, that's been in there before. Stock trigger, been in there before. And then this trigger, been in there before. I can't find the right, I don't know, none of them ever feel right. So, in this trigger, it still doesn't feel right. I don't know. So hopefully that critical raise will help it out and make me love this gun even more. You have... Simply, you have an on-off up here. That's an on-off, whatever. You have, inside of this gun, you have your bolt, takes up all this room. Your eyes, detents up here, obviously. Your on-off takes about this much room. There's a few O-rings on that. You want to make sure you know, look at it every once in a while. All in here is your solenoid, then back here is your LPR. And that's what takes up all this fatness of this gun is just, I mean, still, every little piece of this gun is still taking up, you know, all the space. Stock board is only semi, but this is a Predator board, multi-modes, you know, all that stuff. And if you ever have problems with your Dm4, want to reset it to default, make sure you want to, I've called die on this one. I know this one for a fact, because I've had problems with this Dm4, a lot of problems back when I first got it, which was used, and now it's phenomenal. You want to screw your HPR in all the way, unscrew that, 4 turns. Your LPR here, screw that all the way in, unscrew that 4.5 turns, and put your dwell at 21, and you should be good to go. So, and then going back to ergonomics, UL frames are a lot nicer, obviously, but the stock frame on this gun is nothing wrong with it, you know, it's a decent frame. The overall gun, like, I don't know, just being it's so heavy and so big, it's just not, it doesn't feel right holding around the reg, no regulator gap, which I don't like regulator gaps anyway. Explain that one in my E-Tech review, but what I do is put my thumb around the V-neck here, and I find that the most comfy. Putting my fingers around the that area, I find that the most comfy. So this gun's pretty heavy. I'm not sure what it weighs in at, but I still love to play with it, being so heavy that it makes it really smooth whenever you shoot. Just, it's like the whole law of inertia stuff, you know, being so much heavier, the shot, you just don't feel as much. The gun doesn't move. I'm saying way too much. Okay, I'll say again. I don't even know what to say. This gun just shoots great. This gun is not too heavy for me. Like, I can still do Superman dives with it. I can still snap with it. I can do all this stuff. Basically, what I'm doing I love about these guns is I like the whole, you know, anywhere between 2004 DMs through 2007. I don't know, just something about those guns. They're classical, and they all, the ergonomics seem just not really right, but just something about them. They feel more comfortable. They have more weight to them. I don't know where I'm going, but basically I like the older guns better, and this being one of them. Even this being one of them. Not too heavy, not too light. This gun's probably a little more on the heavy side, but hey, it still shoots, and it shoots great. No need to buy a better gun. These go for hella cheap nowadays, if you can find one. These guns are getting really, really rare to find. A lot of times it'll be on YouTube or PB Nation or Tech PB or whatever. I don't go much on Tech PB or Nation. You'll see all these people throwing offers up for DM4s and stuff just because they're so hard to find nowadays. I've got multiple offers on my DM4. I've gotten an offer for $300 for my DM4. Turned it down just because I love this gun so much. And with nowadays $300, you can get yourself a DM6. So, I've even seen a PM8 go for $300. Anyway. Alright, too loud. Trying to think what else there is. I mean, this gun it's great. That's all I can say. Now I'm sounding like those retarded guys on YouTube. Hey guys, this is my DM4. It's got a trigger. It's nice. Got a board. It's got modes like PSP, and trigger is nice, and the barrel's 14 inches long. It's two-piece, so you can take it apart. Bolt's nice. Regulator's nice. No, I don't need more. I just don't like those videos, and I'm trying to make mine as detailed as possible, just like, you know, Tech PB, but without. I don't have the resources to shoot, you know, 7 pods out of a gun, and I'm way too lazy to pump up a tank full of that, because you guys know I have the hand pump. But talking about that, I'll take the camera out of my tripod, which happens to be a shoe. What I'm doing this weekend is I'm playing with the DM4. If it allows me to in the cold. It's around 35 degrees, and I'm playing backyard paintball. I'll probably put a video up of that or something if I get someone to, you know, to shoot for me. So that'd be the DM4 review. Now, going on, where's the ion? Hey. When I mean by pumping up my tank, if you haven't seen my video, that's what I mean, right there. Hey, Black Ops. My mic, yeah. Alright. This is what I mean by pumping up my tank. Benjamin hand pump pumps up my tank, and this is great for playing in your backyard, just shooting videos, and it's great. And I have a video up of this. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a Benjamin hand pump, and it fills paintball tanks, which is awesome. So, I've already wasted 9 minutes of your guys' life. Hopefully it was a little bit more detailed than the stupid YouTube videos of, this is my paintball gun, I look really fast. Alright, so that would be the DM4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.